Hello, it's Debbie here. I want to talk today about illusion, fantasy versus reality and truth. And what I mean by that is, as children, as very young infants, we're young as 2, 3, 4, 5, we're sort of creating our own little world. We have kids that will have imaginary friends. They will drift off into their own world and play with their Barbie dolls, or go away and play cowboys and Indians, and sort of have their own little wonderful imagination. And that's very healthy. But sometimes it can lead to other issues in adult life, which has nothing to do with the natural play as kids do. And let's explain a little more about that. Now, I've had several clients over the last few years come and see me, and they'll say to me, time just goes by. I'm not as productive as I want to be. Or, I'll get up in the morning and I'll do the mundane tasks, and then I'll watch movies and really get into the movie, or I'll turn to books and just read these books. And they realize that habit is taking them away from doing an awful lot of things they want to do. And when together we speak to that part of them that will take them away and really get engrossed in a book, they're actually living that life in that book. That sort of becomes their reality. Or they'll be watching movies and see themselves in that role. And it's quite fascinating, because it's not the just now and again watching movies or books. It's that they get so engrossed in it that it takes them away into a wonderful, warm, cozy, good feeling, and that they imagine that that's their reality, or the part of the movie or part of the book they are seeing as that's the way or the person they want to be. And when we dig deeper, we'll go back to that cause of, that part of them drifting off into their imagination. And very often it'll go back to that 7-year-old or 8-year-old or 9-year-old. Oh, my phone keeps ringing. That young version of themselves that really finds a way to run away from the boredom of home, or run away from the drama of what's going on in the house, or the chaos, or the loud voices or noises. And they'll just put their head in books. They'll study. They'll go on to video games. They will go anywhere. And that becomes their escape. It becomes their happy place. And that's okay now and again. But if that becomes more of what they do, 3 hours a day or 5 hours a day, in their adulthood, they may grow out of that for a while. But if things get too difficult for them in their adulthood, then that part of them that recognised that good, comfortable feeling from years ago will come back. And then they may be in a job that they are uncomfortable with, so they'll go home and go into video games, just drift off to a pleasurable place. Or it'll be the mum at home that's doing very mundane tasks and cooking, cleaning, lunches, organising things for kids, doing the part-time job, but wants that feeling again. So it'll be, leave me alone, I'm reading this book for 4 hours. And that may be healthy because they're getting that lovely feeling, but in my world, it's a need. If that is a need to escape, then it's not healthy, because that comes into codependency, the need to get away from pain to something that makes them feel better. In actual fact, when we investigate that time distortion when they're away, is actually you're losing hours of being in the real world, being in the reality of what is real. And some people come to me and say, Debbie, I don't even know what's real anymore. Is this reality? Is this my identity? What's the illusion and what's the truth? And together we can work on that to say, when you're fully present in the moment, that's real. And you can conquer anything from confidence. But if you're used to having a part of you that drifts away in your imagination, that's actually going into hypnosis, believe it or not. And many people do that. If anyone's making sense of all this and wants to sort of look at your behaviours, if you can resonate with anything that I'm saying, then please get in touch or come and join one of my workshops. And or you can email me at debbiedebickus@gmail.com. Thank you.